Hi guys, I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to show you how I did this cute little Thanksgiving mani. And if you live in the US, then you know that Thanksgiving is tomorrow. So before I start, I'm going to tell you that I'm going to do my very best to make this video short, but I did take a lot of steps to get to this finished result, so it might be kind of long, but I'm going to do my best to keep it short. I figured since I haven't really done anything for Thanksgiving yet, and it is tomorrow, that I would just go all out for this one mani. So let's get to it. For the base, I have on 2 coats of this beautiful Orly polish, and it is called Luxe. And it's just a beautiful champagne color. The first thing I did was stamp a gradient using a Bundle Monster plate. BMS206, and this is one of the plates from the fall Halloween holiday set, is basically how it's listed online. And I'm using my Born Pretty, or my Uber Chic Beauty stamper and my Born Pretty Store scraper to do this. And the polishes that I'm using to build the gradient are all from Born Pretty Store. They're all from their new shimmer line of stamping polishes. I'm using the beautiful pink. I'm using, this one is like a rusty, I'm sorry, this one is like a ginger shade, like an orangey red ginger color. But on the website it looks kind of red, but it's not red. It's like a ginger color. And this is the gold. And this isn't actually in their set of shimmer polishes, but it looks just like them, so I'm using it. And then the light green. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take from this plate right here, and I'm going to grab over here where all these beautiful leaves are, and I'm going to start with the pink at the top. And then I'm going to go down to the red, and then to the gold, well, the reddish rusty gingery color, the gold, and then the green. And I'm just going to scrape it probably just twice, maybe 3 times at the most, just to blend it a little bit. That looks good. Looks so pretty, and I'm going to pop this right on my pointer finger. And I do have liquid latex around all of my fingers for easy cleanup, and I use liquid latex fashions. So there it is. It's very subtle, as you can see. When in person, you can definitely see it, but it's going to be something that you won't see from a distance. You will have to kind of see it close up, but it's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to continue doing that on all of the nails, and I'll meet you back for the next step. Okay, so now I have switched to Born Pretty Store Brown, and I'm still using the same plate. Now I'm going to grab this cute little squirrel down in the corner here, and I'm using my Born Pretty Store stamper. And I just want the little squirrel by himself. And normally I would just stamp him directly on my nail, but I was having a hard time getting him picked up earlier, so if that happens again, then I will make a decal. See, he's coming up, but no matter what I do, I'm getting bald spots. So I just wanted the demo. That's what I did. And then I took my quick dry top coat just out the door and just put a layer of top coat over him. So now that you've seen that, I'm going to switch to the next plate. And this is plate BMS210, and it's out of the same collection as the other plate was. And off of this plate, I'm going to grab the cute little turkey over here in the corner. And for this part, I'm going to be using one of my Fab Your Nails stampers. And I'm still using the brown. Every image I stamp is with the brown. And I'm just going to pick up my little guy here. And there's my image. So I'm going to put him to the side and give him a sec to dry. And also from the same plate, I'm going to be grabbing the little cornucopia from the middle. And for this, I'm using my Queen Squishy Stamper. There's the image. Came out beautiful. And whenever I get excess like that, I just use my lint roller to take off as much as I can, but it's okay if I leave some on there because I'll be able to cut it out later since I'm making a decal. Beautiful. I realized I forgot one of the image from the first plate, BMS206. I need these cute little acorns and the little leaves that go with it right about here. I knew I was missing one from somewhere and it just dawned on me. Just gonna grab this. And just like before, if I grab a little bit extra, it's not a big deal because I can just take it off with my lint roller or a piece of tape. So there are my acorns, and I will remove all that excess later. And now I'm moving to the last plate I'm going to be using from this set, and it is BMS208, and I'm going to be grabbing this whole image up here. Basically everything that's in the cute little wagon, from the apples up to these cute little vines. So there's my image, and I'm going to be removing all the little swirls and everything from the top here. Okay, so I got you zoomed in really, really close, and I'm going to start out with showing you how I colored in the little turkey here. And I'm just using my Born Pretty Store scraper as a little palette, and I'm using a double-ended dotting tool, as you see here, and I'm using the teeniest, tiniest one I've got. And the colors I'm going to be using to color in my turkey are like a nude color, very light tan color, and it is Yo Soy from Wet n Wild. And I also have like an orangey color here, and it's from Be Loves Plates. It's called Be a Sunset. And I've got the same Born Pretty Store brown stamping polish that I used to stamp him, and I'm going to mix it in a touch of black, which is actually called I think it's called Turn Out the Night, but I'm not positive. It's from Finger Paints. And I'm just going to mix those two together to get a darker shade of brown, just to where it stands out and doesn't blend in too bad with the stamping image. So I'm just going to get a little bit on my dotting tool, and I'm going to color in, what am I going to color in? I'm going to color in closer to his body, that part of his tail, and the body itself, and part of the wings, but I'm going to leave a little bit open to mix a little bit of that tan and go in with the Yo Soy. And I'm going to color in his little head and his tummy, the rest of his wings. Now I'm going to color in the cornucopia, and the darkest color up here at the top is from Bundle Monster, and it's called Electromagnetic. The color below that is the same color from Be Loves Plates, Be a Sunset. The green is green from Born Pretty Store, and the purple is purple from Born Pretty Store, both stamping polishes. So I'm just going to take my same little dotting tool. I'm going to use the bigger end for this part. And I'm going to grab this brownish color at the top, and I'm going to fill in the whole, I guess, horn part, I don't know what to call it, of the cornucopia. So now I'm going to color in the pumpkin, and I'm going to use that orangey color from Be Loves Plates. And this stuff is really thick. It dries really quickly on me. And I'm going to use that same brown color that I used for the cornucopia for the stem of my pumpkin. Now I'm going to move to the green, and I'm just going to use the green to color in all of the little leaves here. Use the purple to color in the grapes. So I'm going to start with the green at the top, and this is the same green as before from Born Pretty Store, and I'm going to use the green to color in both of the leaves. Black is the same one from Finger Paints. The brown is also from Born Pretty Store stamping polish. I'm going to mix this together to get me a darker shade of brown. And then below that, I've got another drop of the Born Pretty Store stamping polish. And below that is the Yo Soy, and I'm going to mix this together to get a lighter shade of brown. Let's grab some of this. So I'm going to take the lighter shade, and I'm going to color in the top part of my little acorns here, the little hat part, and then I'm going to take the darker and I'm going to color in the acorn itself. So this last one is the one that takes the longest. I've got it the same colors I just had to do the acorns, and I'm going to use the green to color in all of the little leaves and all of the little vines. Taking this lighter shade of brown and just coloring in the stem of my pumpkin. The yellow I put down is Be a Sunshine from Be Loves Plates. And I'm just going to use the yellow just like it is to begin with to color in some of my corn. This little corn is going to be all colored in yellow because the way it was stamped, it's already got the brown kernels in there. And the other one, I'm going to color in some of it yellow, but I'm going to mix a little bit of the Be a Sunshine and the Born Pretty Store brown together, just to make like a golden brown, and I'm going to use that to fill in. I'm going to use that to fill in the rest of my little corn cob here. And then I'm going to mix a little bit of this and the yellow into my tan. And this is going to make the husk color. And I'm just going to fill in everywhere with the corn. Gone back to the Be a Sunset, and I'm going to use this to fill in my pumpkin. Now I put a couple drops of Munanias Reddish on my card, and I'm going to use that to fill in the little apples that are filling up the bottom of the little picture here. And now basically everything that's left, I'm going to take my Yo Soy and fill in the little onions at the top here. And all of the spaces that are left. So now that I have finished making all of my decals, I'm going to take my quick dry top coat. And I'm just going to put a thin layer over all of the decals, and I did give them a second to dry. And I'm just going to do it just like that. I'm going to do that to all of them, give them a few minutes to dry, and then I'm going to trim them up a little bit, and I'll meet you back to apply them. Okay, so here are all of the finished decals that I made today, and I'm going to apply them using my cheap little Dollar Tree top coat, and I learned this little trick from my friend Sharkay. She's got an awesome YouTube channel. If you haven't checked her out already, please go and do that. And I think I'm going to start by applying my little cornucopia to my pointer finger. And I'm going to take the little guy here. Let me move this out of the way. Just going to take my little decal here and line it up right where I want it. And I think I want it right about there, so I'm going to hold it down with this finger, just like that. And I'm going to take my top coat, and I'm going to take like every drop off of the brush that I can get off of it, just to where there's barely anything on there. And I'm just going to brush it on the underside, right where my decal is, just enough to help it stick. Just going to smooth it out, and then I just do the same thing on the other side. And I definitely think this is my favorite way to do decals. Before, I was really liking doing it with the foil glue, but I definitely like this way the best. Gives you much more control with placement. And that's pretty much, that's it. I think that's all I have to do. So let me go ahead and apply all of the rest of my decals and top coat and clean up a little bit, and I'll meet you guys back to show you the end result. Okay guys, I am all cleaned up and this is the finished result. I think it came out very cute. I really love the background. I kind of wish I would have left the background the way it was and maybe just did one decal, like maybe just the cornucopia. But I think it's very cute nevertheless. I hope you guys think it's cute too. This is my Happy Thanksgiving Manny. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and of course, come back to see me next time. Bye.